Hey guys, just wanted to say no Patreon this week, unfortunately. We didn't have enough time to do so. But either way, you can watch the full main episode, which is going live right now. Enjoy! Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mind Harbor, episode 33. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is James, and today we are with two of our lovely locals, Martin to my left and Hannah on the bottom. She is not face camming today because she is doing something far more interesting than that, and she is painting today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good to
So
see
we're
a
gonna have
little live painting for you.
That's right. So yeah, we're gonna have her main stage, her painting, so you can guys see her lovely techniques and painting prowess. And me and Martin are gonna be just chatting away down here, like, you know, I don't know. Our little soapboxes are a little smaller than usual, but anyway. Martin, how's
Here
it
are our
going, bud?
voices. Going good. I
Good.
stayed up late last night bowling and had a good time. Apparently, I'm a good bowler, which is news to me, but
I
it was
heard
pretty fun.
Hannah told me
Had a
that you
couple
got
scores.
3 strikes.
I did. I think it was more like 4 or 5 out of the 2 games. Definitely better than normal. It was either a strike or like I just missed the entire thing, and didn't no gutter balls, which is good.
What do you mean you
I
missed the
think
entire thing? Like, you just don't convert the split,
I
or?
get like yeah, I don't convert the split.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Never, no spares, but more strikes than I expected. And I did get a higher score than Hannah's dad, which I'm proud of.
Oh shit, that's impressive. Hannah, is your dad good at bowling?
Yeah, he was in a bowling league with me when I was a kid. Like he was in the adult league,
Oh
and my
shit.
uncle ended up getting the highest score. He got like 137 or something like that.
So we should also just quickly explain why Hannah is like muted and like muting after she talks. It's because she's painting right now and she doesn't have her regular mic in front of her, and it's very reflective over to. Yeah, she's panning up there. Yeah, yeah. It's reflective in the audio on my Martin's mic, so we're trying to keep it as clean as possible, audio listeners, for you guys. So just bear with us. But yeah.
Yeah, do you want to give a background on what you're painting and why?
Oh yeah.
Sure. On Friday was my sister's birthday, and she asked me to paint some Magic the Gathering tokens for her. So I'm painting these, and then I'm gonna glue them onto these dollar store cards so they have the right back, so they fit.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
So I was supposed to do 9, but I think I'm gonna get 6, but that's okay.
Yeah, 6 is good enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is for her sister's birthday. She's a big Magic the Gathering fan. I think she's making some kind of deck with salamanders and mushrooms. That's why I got those. Oh, that's awesome though. I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know
sick.
they're card packs.
I wish my sister
Um,
did cool art for me. All she does is yell at me. I'm joking. I love my sister. Sorry if you're listening. Actually, no. Fuck you if you're listening. Get out of here. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah. So obviously, we should probably address too. Sean is not here. He is closing tonight, and he had a doctor's appointment yesterday. So yeah, that's why he's not here. But that's all right. We got lots to talk about. I I suppose. Um, I know you didn't, Martin, but Hannah and I. Well, I know Hannah didn't get all the way through, but I watched the Pierre Poilievre podcast with Joe Rogan, and I kind of heard Hannah's thoughts, but I'll just do mine briefly. I thought it was very good. Obviously, he is a very good talker, Pierre, and seems to be a good podcast natural, you know. Um, The one thing I didn't like about it was how much they talked about like working out and and MMA and shit like that. I couldn't care less. I was like sitting there like, can we fucking get back to the topic at hand, please? Like, this is unbelievable. So that was the only like criticism I would say. You know, like I know it's Joe Rogan and part of the manosphere, so to speak.
Yeah.
So you know, apparently Pierre loves fighting sports, so I guess that's what you get. But I just think it was a little bit too much.
I know that about him. Talked about hockey, talked about kettlebells, but didn't know he was that into fitness too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, he brought a lot of good points. It's like eat well and don't eat preservatives and that kind of stuff. It's always good to say, right? So it's good information, I guess. But yeah,
It's kind of an interesting topic. Like I was listening a bit to that part about the obesity pandemic in America, which is always an important topic. But I did some research on my own after that, and I had no idea that in Canada we're also like we're pretty close to the States in terms of um, the obesity rate. It's 33% in Canada compared to 42% in America. So not that far off. Definitely, in the double digits.
jeez,
It went up. Yeah,
I
since
thought
the
it was way
pandemic.
lower.
It used to be way lower. Pre-COVID, it was 25% or lower. And
Mm.
after COVID, people stopped moving. People started working remote. I know, like, I think I gained a little bit of weight during COVID, but went up from like a quarter to a third. That's a lot of these people in Canada.
That's a lot of fatties.
It's true.
Could it also be immigration though too? When you think about it, like I'm not saying like specific like immigration types are fatter, but like there are certain like cultural differences. I think in Africa, um, the women like they don't overeat, but like they get a little heftier than the women in the West, and they like actually like think it's prettier, so to speak. So they like make
Mhm.
fun of like skinny white women basically.
I
So
mean,
I
that's
don't
true.
know
You,
if that's got
yeah,
anything to do with it.
that's true.
They
It's a
call them
different
chicken
culture.
feet, I think.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah,
No,
look it up. I'm not
but
I'm not
like,
crazy.
mm,
Yeah.
funny nickname. But it is important. Like they were talking about just walking after eating, which I think is pretty important too. Because I know whenever I eat, even if it's like half a lunch, I'm tired for the next 2 hours. No, so getting those steps in right after you eat, even just doing a little bit of toe raises, helps your glucose levels stay even, helps you not get that food coma after each meal.
Yeah. I like the Apple Watch update. I don't know if this is on all the Apple Watches. I have no idea which one I have. I couldn't tell you. I can't remember. But it's got like a time to stand notification, so I think it's like after an hour and a half of sitting, and it detects you sitting. Excuse me, sorry. It'll basically say time to stand. You gotta fucking stand up. You get your blood flowing. So every time I get that, I'll try to stand up and walk around for a little bit. But that's usually when I'm sitting for a prolonged time.
Mhm.
Like if I'm editing or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
want to do that. It's true. I try to set up like every 15 minutes is what I heard somewhere, and I feel like that's what my body naturally tells me. About every hour, I'm like I need to stand up right now. I need to go for a walk. And if I
Yeah.
don't, I just got all antsy.
Yeah, me too. We had a 9 to 12, so like 2 hour long. Well, I guess no, it's 3 hours long. Wait, fuck. Why can't my brain do math? So we were there sitting for like 3 hours, and I got the notification on my phone, on my watch. I'm like, fuck, there's still an hour left. I don't want to do this. But yeah, it's funny because like that's my employer. I thought you guys were all about wellness, and now you have me sitting for fucking eternity.
Yeah, for 3 hours,
Yeah.
quite a lot. What was this? A presentation?
No, it was just like I shouldn't say what it was, but it was basically just like the top down thanking us and then, telling us some other stuff. So it wasn't too like bad. It was actually not bad at all. But it's nice to see everyone. Everyone seemed to be in pretty decent spirits. Got to see some old coworkers and yeah, wasn't bad.
I see it.
I had March break this break, so I didn't really do too crazy much. Like I was on my own because again, like my night person is in school, so he had to be at school during the day. So I was on my own. Poor me, all alone again.
Poor you.
Yeah. But yeah.
How's March break been? You just get that whole break off?
No, I have to work that break, but because I'm on my own, I just basically just do catch up stuff. I make the school look good again. Anything that I can do extra is good. So I don't know. It was
that week to finally get the poop off the ceiling or the things you've been missing out on all year.
yeah, sure.
Go on.
I don't think kids can shit that high. I don't want any kids to get any ideas either.
No kidding.
Don't shit on the ceiling.
Maybe can shit that out, but they can definitely throw.
Okay, stop. You're not helping anything. Yeah, no, it's been good. I had training on Monday, so now I am recertified as a scissor lift operator. So
Oh, goodness.
Yep. Not quite a forklift certified, but it's up there. So feel pretty accomplished,
Very nice.
I'm joking. It's fucking
Yeah.
nothing. It doesn't mean anything.
I mean, no, it definitely is something. I remember using a scissor lift, and that was pretty fun.
Oh, you've used one before, Martin?
Yeah, I used to use it a lot. I mean, I don't want to run out my old employer, but I wasn't certified. I always had someone watching me, but it's definitely fun. Forklifts and scissor lifts and pump trucks and other types of trucks.
Nice.
Times.
Wow, I mean, you probably learned a lot.
Yeah, definitely. It's weird driving a forklift because they got the steering at the back instead of the front, so you gotta kind of reverse your brain a little bit. But
Do you mean the
That's
scissor
pretty
lift
fun.
or forklift?
I believe forklift.
The one that goes
Maybe
like
it's-
this? Or
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
that goes like forklift is like a forklift. I don't know how to
Yeah.
describe it.
I guess I think it was both. I remember I think it was a scissor lift. I think you're right. I mean, it's forwards and backwards, and a scissor lift are almost the same thing. But the forklift, like I think it had steering at the back too. So it was very tight turns.
Oh
It's
yeah.
very useful.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. I love those things. I got to have a whole March break actually a couple of years ago when I first got to school, and they ordered me my own scissor lift for the whole week so I could do light bulbs for the gym, which is like fucking
yeah.
like 64 to 100 light bulbs. So I ordered a whack ton, and yeah, I did that. That was fun. That was a fun March break. I just got to mess around. There was one. So for the stage, those old like floodlights that, point towards the stage and flood the stage. So like 90% of them were out. You turn on the light and it wouldn't flood the stage because they're like
Oh,
basically as old as this school, right? So I tried to go up there and, twist it out, and I found that when I twisted it out, it was actually wired directly into the ballast. So it was like, oh fuck, I'm no electrician. I don't know how much voltage is going through there, how much, So I am just gonna deal with that later. So we get an electrician in basically. So I had my supervisor come in, and I'm like, yeah, look. I tried to go up to show her like there was a literal wire there. That's why we need an electrician. As I'm unscrewing the light bulb, it fucking explodes in my hand.
holy cow!
So it shatters and explodes. Below me is my supervisor looking up. So shards of glass just like explode and shower down close to my supervisor. Luckily she was pretty far away where she didn't like actually like get any glass on her. But if she was like any closer, she would have gotten dusted, dude.
Jeez.
My hand immediately starts bleeding. I'm like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. I'm like fucking 30 feet in the air, right? So I'm like panicking, blood's gushing down my arm. I'm like, okay, all right, don't panic, just, get down. I get down, put it into, safety mode and then wrap up my hand. But it was so funny. It was like, why couldn't that have happened like the fucking first time?
Yeah.
It's got to be my
that would've been a lot-
supervisor fucking watching. Almost
He's got to be there to witness it.
almost get
File the incident report.
yeah. Yeah, I put in a safety report and she's my witness. That'd be bad.
That's scary though. Did you is it a deep cut?
I think there was glass in my finger for like a week or two, and it would consistently bleed. Yeah, I got the majority of the glass out, but there was a piece of glass in my finger for a couple weeks.
What happened to it? It just grow up eventually.
Well, yeah, the nice thing about glass is like it doesn't matter how deep it is. Usually, it works its way up through the skin tissue. I don't know why it does that, but yeah. Eventually, the piece of glass will just basically fall out on its own. So yeah, I just had to wait. But in the meantime, like, it keeps opening up more cuts as it's like trying to get back up to the surface. So you're constantly bleeding.
That sounds terrible. I've ever had a glass shard stuck in my hand, but it does not sound like a fun time. So it just exploded as you were holding it?
Yeah, as I was unscrewing it, I was like, and then it exploded.
Jeez. Did it try and turn on, or did they ever figure out why?
Oh no,
What's wrong with the?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like why it explode? Was it the voltage?
It was so old and brittle, right? So from the early 70s, that school was made. So those light bulbs were probably installed 1969. So over, 4 or 5 decades, those bulbs get so brittle because of how hot they are basically over time, right? If they're on for more than an hour, it basically heats up the bulb because they're fluorescent, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm surprised they did that last that long.
They did because they were wired directly into the ballast, right?
I see.
You didn't need to change them until like they actually blow out, right? So I didn't know that until I screwed it out, and then I didn't realize how brittle it was, and then it just freaking exploded in my hand.
Man, well, glad you're safe. Glad you still have your eyes and your ears.
Oh, I've done way sketchier shit in landscaping. I almost fucking died on my first day in landscaping.
Oh, how'd that happen?
Well, you know those 360 turn mowers where they basically have like, you sit down on it and the handles come up like basically right in front of you, horizontal to you, and you hold on to them, and if you push up on left, it goes right, I believe. It's been a while. And you pull down right, then it turns right. I can't remember. Anyway, it's weird and it's awkward and it's really, really sensitive. And it's like fucking 3,100 pounds of steel and fucking bullshit. So, they always tell you when you're starting out on those big mowers, resist the urge to like put your feet down while it's in operation. You have to stay on the mower, even if it is like turning. Don't fucking put your foot down because you're gonna chop your fucking foot off, right?
Yeah.
So basically, I was going along this hill and I was still getting the hang of things, and it was really, really slick because of all of the mildew in the morning, right? And I didn't turn and straighten out fast enough, and I started slipping and panicked, and I started going towards the base of the hill and gaining speed, and I almost flipped the whole fucking thing. and I did what they don't tell you to do, which is put your goddamn foot down. And then I realized what I was doing as I was doing it, and did one of those, like, I don't know, like panic retrieve limb or whatever. You know that, like, brain, like, oh shit, you touch something hot and you retract. Yeah, I had that for my foot immediately. I don't know if I would have actually blown my foot off if I had it there any longer, but I didn't want to find out. And yeah, I was on my front two wheels, and basically I just leaned back and it went back on its base, and I just stopped and threw the emergency brake in and just came to a halt. But yeah, that was scary as fuck. I hated that hill. That hill was like almost 45-degree angle. And like I said, we'd do it first thing in the morning on like Wednesday or whatever. And it would be so slick in the summer, dude. Doing that hill, you'd have to be so careful going down on the first line. Even every line after that. It's fucking scary.
It's labor is a tough industry. Gotta be.
It builds character, though. It builds character.
It does. No kidding. Especially if you're doing it for, like, in the rain, in the snow, or on hot days. It's like, man, I just completed a whole day outdoors. Not a lot of people can actually handle that.
I had grounds in at my school this week because I came in Tuesday and I was doing a site check, which is part of our job. Usually in the morning, we walk around the site, make sure there's no glass, no like needles or paraphernalia or anything like that before the kids get on site or staff get on site. Basically no hazards, right? Mm-hmm. I turned the corner to my back like section of the field, and there's 3 trees there. The middle one had snapped completely off at the roots, like at the base, and had fallen into the other one. And this is like a 60-year-old tree.
Oh, no.
Yeah, an oak tree or a maple tree. So I was like, holy fuck, oh my god. So yeah, I called grounds in, and they had to deal with it like all day that day. And I looked in the base, dude, is like literally the roots were completely molded out and mulched. Like it looked like mulch in there. It was nuts. I wish I took a picture of the stump, because it was fucking huge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, good thing that didn't happen with the child on site, one of the students.
Well, that's what I was like immediately thinking. I was like, thank God this didn't happen like during the day in a big windstorm, right? Like that could have happened at any point. It's just so happened that, I happened to be on March break. Like that's so lucky.
Yeah, no kidding.
And now I'm all freaked out of the other 2 trees around it, because I'm like, if this tree is, fucked and all moldy on the inside, what are these 2 trees looking like? And they don't look good from the outside.
Mm-hmm. Gotta put up hazard walls or caution tape.
They're right next to the baseball diamond, too.
Oh, no. Well, one stray baseball, and they're gone.
Well, the one tree is close enough where it'll like probably take out like a bench or a garbage bin and like a whole section of like the trap wall for the baseball diamond. Mm-hmm. So I'll probably come in one day and there's just a tree that's taking out one side of the baseball diamond.
Oh no! What happens when that does happen? Do they block off the area for make sure no one gets nearby as they're cleaning it up?
Yeah, like currently, I don't know if they're gone now. Like, so basically, because grounds did their job and did the best of their ability to cut it up and cart it away, they can't actually and don't have the capability to, cart and cut up that big of a stump. So it was like a 23 centimeter stump wide or something like that. So pretty fucking big. Or inches, I can't remember. I'm fucking out of it today. Sorry. But anyway, so it was really heavy. So now they have to call a contractor in. So in the meantime, between them getting steel fences to block and corner it off, they basically just put pylons there to say hazard. And then the next day, within 12 hours, they put the steel fencing up. waiting for the contractors to come by to remove and then properly fill the hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see.
But they probably should have contracted that out
Yeah.
anyway, you know. Those poor groundsmen, they only had something like 12 or 6-inch saws.
Yeah.
Basically like sawzalls. Like,
Yeah.
you're cutting up this massive tree with a tiny little hand tool. It's like, I feel
It's
bad
like
for
no
you
wonder.
guys.
Yeah. No wonder it took all day.
We've got an 18-inch saw up at the cottage, I'm pretty sure. And there's some pretty big trees that fall during windstorms up there. So I don't know. Like, I feel like they should probably have better tools.
Mm-hmm.
I did hear their one got stolen though.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, they gotta wait till next year budget.
Yeah. I mean, that's how the tree fell. Student's like, I hate this tree.
Yeah,
No.
fucking student stole it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we briefly touched on the Pierre Poilievre thing. We got
Yeah, let's
distracted
back to
so
that.
quick. Sorry about that. But I did want to say what I liked about it. I think I just said what I didn't like about it. I thought it was very, very good conversation in terms of Canada right now and what we need and values of Canadians. And there's a lot of things that Pierre said that made a lot of sense that, you know, I feel like it's been a while since anyone said the type of things in his position on something like Joe Rogan. I'm interested in the timing, though. That's also interesting. Like, why would Pierre do it now? Supposedly, Pierre did it completely alone with Joe Rogan, like just them texting back and forth. So that's interesting too. It's like his media team probably had no idea until he was like in Texas, and they're like, "Why are you in fucking Texas?" And he's like, "Well, I'm about to go on Joe Rogan." Like, no,
Yeah.
you know.
No kidding.
Because I think his PR team, they were like, don't do it last election. Like when he was running last election, he got an invite from Joe Rogan. He's like, his PR team like shut it down. They're like, do not go on right now. You do not go on. And I guess he took their advice.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Very interesting. Like, why now?
Mm-hmm. Just try to get him for the next re-election, or just secure his position. I mean, it was a great talk. I think whatever he was trying to do, he probably achieved most of his goal, other than the half that was about politics. But for the most part, I think like we got his message clear and sound. Like you said at the beginning, he's a great speaker.
Yeah, he's a natural at podcasting. I mean, that was a 2.5 hour long conversation, and you know he didn't skip a beat.
Yeah.
You
No
know,
kidding.
you pointed out earlier that you know at the beginning of the podcast there were a couple of moments where he pulled Joe Rogan back into the political aspect of the conversation. Oh my goodness!
Looks delicious. You got
Nice
painting.
Timbits.
I gotta try. Oh, don't mess with the paintings though. All right, we got an extra special
Oh my
feature
goodness.
on our podcast.
Nice. Wow! Whoa! That's cool as fuck.
That is amazing.
Okay, sorry.
Look at that natural. Oh, that natural ability. James was just commenting that. That is so cool. Look at this. Just like 1 second, she does a perfect swirl. Perfect
Hell yeah!
wiggle.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit, viewers.
Wait, was that Anna? Do I want to try one?
Oh, live
All right.
taste test.
Yeah,
All
let's try
right.
it live. When
He's gonna try and pipe it.
You should chuck it
Yeah.
from there into Martin's mouth.
No, not a taste test. It's the live pipe test.
Okay, yeah.
You guys-
Okay,
All
here.
right, see what it
I'll put
do.
you as
All
the
right.
main. Yeah. Okay. One moment, please. Hold, viewers. Martin is over there. Hannah just pointed at one. Martin is going in. As you can see, he's bending down. We interrupt this broadcast to say subscribe to Mindhopper Podcast on
YouTube.
Spotify.
And Patreon.
Indeed. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, Hannah's doing something. Oh, she's putting more on. Look at how perfect that top is.
That's exactly how you do it, Martin.
Is Martin gonna do it? Is that Martin doing it? Oh.
Perfect. It's third.
That can be Martin's.
Martin, you fucked it up.
How'd you get it to spread out?
I have the magical touch.
Should we go?
I have to fill this back up.
Oh, that's it? That's all I get?
Yeah, you get one try.
I think I passed.
I love how perfect Hannah's are, and then there's just Martin's.
You thought I was like, do I do this one-handed or two-handed?
It was funny because I thought that was Hannah's hands at first, and then I saw
that's
the product, and I was like, "Oh, that's not Hannah."
I was like, I got this. I'll just copy exactly what I saw her doing. A little shimmer. But it didn't spread out. I don't know how you get that.
Fuck's sake.
Hers looks so perfect. That's amazing.
Does look sweet.
Like she's got those years of experience. Anyways, speaking of pulling ourselves back into politics,
Yep.
these cupcakes are like Canada's inflation. They don't expand fast enough when you're not experienced. We need somebody experienced in office.
Well, I mean, do we though? Like,
I
what do you
don't know.
mean by experienced? Because he was supposed to, like, you know, save the economy in the face of Trump. Remember the whole elbows up thing? I haven't seen our economy get any better. So that's
Yep.
another point. They were talking about tariff-free a lot of the conversation. Basically, Pierre was like down there, like, we need to repair this relationship to the point where we need to drop, like, tariffs in general. They're stupid, and, you know, this is why. And, you know, the thing I like about Pierre is, like, he's been saying we need less bureaucratic bullshit for a long time. You know what I mean? Wow, look at that. Look at that. Sorry.
Sprinkles. Good.
Yes, the sprinkles,
Oh.
nice. I was gonna go full screen, but I missed it. I was in a.
Oh, we missed it
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Got it.
okay.
last bit. It's alright.
Where was I? Oh yeah, Pierre's always been the guy who's like, we need less like bullcrap, bureaucratically. We need to be smaller government. Like, there's only a certain couple of things that government should be worried about, which in general is like military, economy, keeping us safe, and you know, socialistic programs like the fire department, the police department, you know, that type of stuff. Increase education in certain sectors, increase our workforce, increase, you know, energy production and productivity and all that crap. And he also said, in conjunction with that, basically, we need to stop sending foreign aid. And like, I've been saying that for a long time. We got to stop sending money over to, like, countries like Ukraine and all that other stuff. Like, it is entirely unacceptable at this point to be basically funneling money out of our country when our population is suffering. And, yeah, we're just giving it over to Ukraine because they're in a war, which I get. A lot of analysts, their opinion is different from mine, but at this point in time, I think we got to be a little bit more careful on how we do things around here. So that's my main point, and I'm super happy that Pierre said that the way he said it. He also mentioned fraud in immigration. Did you guys get to that point?
Yeah.
I was pretty blown away that he said that. I mean, that someone's got to say it. I mean, I talked about it, I think, a couple podcasts ago, maybe 31 or 30. Basically talking to, like, you thought Minnesota was bad. Like, look at our immigration services and the fraud that could be there. Like, it's gonna knock your socks off. So I'm glad that we're having a opposition leader say something like that on a stage that can't be ignored. It's pretty crazy that we're even having that discussion in Canada. And, he said a couple of times, like, we're very nice and we're open and we're welcome until you piss us off. And I think that is a great, like, statement for Canada right now, because that's exactly how I feel. It's like, we've been nice for this long. We're kind of sick of it. It's now time for Canada to not be so nice. And that doesn't mean we can't be partners with the States and Kuzma and all that crap. I mean, we need to be, not nice Canadians in our own country now. We need to start being smarter. Anyway, that's my point.
That's the end of it.
I don't know.
No.
What do you guys think? I thought it was fantastic. Wait, I mean, too late, too sorry, but, it's good that he's doing it now. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I was surprised by the range of topics Pierre was able to talk about. How not just immigration, but the materials as well. How we need to just the bureaucracy behind mining and resources, and how, like, we have the tungsten here, we have the uranium here, but we don't use it enough because we're not able to act on it fast enough.
Right.
That was my favorite part of the podcast, because it's important. Like, we have fresh water, we have all the resources. Just taking years and years and years to get anything done.
Yep, and there's multiple reasons for that, but it's mainly bureaucratic red tape and having special interests take over certain factors of our economy, whether it's like DEI programs. I'm not saying they're bad, but a lot of our federal funding goes to places where it probably shouldn't. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. It's good that Canada is finally waking up a little bit in terms of what we need, because Pierre and you are totally right. We have the best resources on the planet right now in terms of country. We don't utilize them. We don't do a lot of, exporting our wealth because we don't utilize it. It's crazy. So take off the red tape. I'm all there for it. As long as it makes us stronger and it makes us able to flourish as a country and, defend our borders better. It's all I ask.
That's like what I'm worried about is with everything with Iran and the States even eventually. I mean, it's only a matter of time before we get another war, and we have the military organization to handle another war, but we just don't. We could use a few more resources like fighter jets, armored vehicles, and that's what Pierre was talking about too, with the fact that, like, we need germanium for our night vision technology. I was like, how does this guy know about that?
Yeah.
We need tungsten for the armor piercing bullets, and we all have all of that here. We have the resources to have a massive military, what's the word, artillery, but it's just waiting there for us to use it.
Yeah, our capabilities could be a lot better if we actually utilized our resources. We would have probably one of the most subsidized militaries in the world in terms of production for, like guns, because we have the tungsten, we've got the steel, we've got everything we need. Like uranium, we can basically fund the American nuclear program if we want, because it's basically unlimited in Canada. Same with our oil sands. We could basically fund and produce all of the U.S. military's oil for basically dirt cheap. You don't need to export it or buy it from overseas anymore. You don't need the Middle East for that. It's right here in your backyard. We can sell it to you.
Everything's here. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
the oil, we have
The
the
potash.
potash, tungsten, aluminum,
Yeah.
and the cobalt. I mean, like we have everything for electronics and aerospace. We could completely outclass the States, and
Well, it's not necessarily about outclassing them. And that's one of the points Pierre was making too. He was like, I try not to focus on people, you know, like talking about Trump basically. Like people have to make up their own minds, but a lot of the problems nowadays in terms of politics is like just basically virtue signaling from both sides. So if you can split it down the middle and kind of realize, you know, a lot of it is just smoke when there isn't fire type situation. You realize it can be a lot clearer if you're just focusing on day-to-day activities, and a lot of the tariff issues are just like sweeping. Like there wasn't any like plan in place. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think he was basically saying we've got to work together as Canadians and Americans and even Mexico. Like we've got to work together in North America if we want this to work anyway, like it did before. But you know, like the problems in the past can be solved. Like a lot of the problems in the past in Canada are just because we kept adding more stuff and not cutting more stuff in terms of bloat of bureaucracy, right? We just kept adding more and more red tape and bureaucracy, and now we're at the point where we can't fucking get a permit in 6 months like Germany can. It takes like 2 years. It's like that's not good. Like we should probably get that fixed, right?
probably.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't really like the Canadian media coverage of it either. It seems like they kind of focused on the character assassination side, and they didn't actually talk about the real problems and topics. And you know, Canadian mainstream media is basically funded by the federal government anyway, so I don't see why they would necessarily want to focus on the main points of that podcast. So anyway, I just wanted to say that I'm a little disappointed in the way CTV and CBC covered it. That's all.
How did they cover it? I haven't seen their opinions on it.
Well, first of all, there isn't a lot of coverage, and all the coverage basically is just focusing on character assassination for Pierre. You know? But it hasn't been working very well, I don't think. I mean, again, our population is very senior heavy, so I don't think they're going to be focusing on, you know, necessarily the Gen Z issues anyway. But, yeah. It's just biased opinion for sure. Yeah.
That is true. Seems like it was a really interesting podcast. So I wish I'd listened to it more. I was kind of in and out. I love the fact that he brought kettlebells as a gift for Joe.
Yeah.
Just like a little peace offering. Like, yep. I mean,
it did feel like Pierre was like ass kissing Joe for like a good first 10 minutes and be like, here's a kettlebell,
That's how I
bro.
felt. Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, what is this?
But once they got into the actual issues, I was like, finally, okay, like this is good. All right, you know. I mean, they were talking about the opioid problems in Canada, you know, like the one opioid family, I can't remember what it was, but basically like trying to make a monopoly in Canada over opiates. I can't remember the exact conversation, but yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can talk about in 2.5 hours and remember it, you know?
Yeah, no kidding.
I should probably rewatch it.
My favorite part was like, is this coffee? Like, I need some coffee right now. Joe was like, yeah, it's coffee.
Yeah.
Little frame break. I was like, I need some coffee too.
When he's done that coffee and it's like still 45 minutes, he's like, do you want some more coffee? And Joe's like, no. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh, I was quite impressed with Pierre's recall in terms of history. Like, we can tell he is actually a history buff in terms of like what he
Yeah.
was bringing up. So, and then fucking Joey's like, "Oh yeah, you know Justin Trudeau, like Castro's his father." Pierre's like, "No, no, don't you fucking stop! Don't you stop!"
Yeah. Where did that theory come from? Because I've heard that from my clients too.
4chan,
What do you?
I'm pretty
4chan.
sure. Yeah. But one thing I was like, why didn't they talk about the Iran war?
Yeah.
They really should have spoke about the conflicts going on right now. They didn't talk about Ukraine. They didn't talk about any conflicts, which is interesting. It seems to be a pretty important topic nowadays, specifically Israel and Iran.
Yeah. No kidding. It's a good question. Why do you think they didn't? Just to keep the podcast relevant, or did they? Because I mean, like they had to have talked about it beforehand, about agreeing not to bring it up. I feel like it should have come up naturally unless they agreed
mean,
upon it before.
I guess they did talk about Venezuela briefly. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it didn't come up in conversation, or they weren't talking about that in particular. Or maybe it's that Pierre doesn't want to comment on something like war right now because he's trying to become prime minister, so he doesn't want to ruffle any feathers. So there might be that aspect to it. But yeah,
When could that happen? Like, when is the next election in Canada?
well, if Carney gets his majority, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. It'll probably be 3 years. But if there's a snap election called somehow soon, that would be pretty good. Like, if Carney loses his next non-confidence vote, then there's a good chance that there's a snap election right then and there. But I don't know when that's going to happen. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, I don't know. Like you said on the podcast, it literally could happen at any point. Carney could call it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, Hannah. That looks great. Look at that shit, guys.
See,
Holy moly.
amazing.
That's so
sick. I
dope.
love. My favorite are the two mushrooms.
There's a chance that these are going to be like permanently glued in here because the glue's still wet, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh no! Why not leave it to dry? Oh yeah, she's got to go to that birthday party.
Yeah, you guys gotta go soon.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going.
Oh, you're not going?
Nah, gonna stay and rest for a bit.
Okay.
But I'm just curious. You didn't use that shiny card, did you, Anna? As a token?
No,
I was
I
staring at
used
that the
it.
whole time. I was like, please don't waste the shiny card for a token.
Oh, you
I
better.
used it to spread glue though. But bro, these are from the dollar store. They're probably not even real.
Yeah.
Are they? Really? It still looks cool.
Dude, Sean was looking through my Pokemon cards like 2 weekends ago, and there were like, he pulled 2 cards where he's like, those aren't real. I'm like, oh my god, they're not even fucking real. What the fuck? How did I get these?
It's
They
a
weren't like
mystery.
crazy or anything, but yeah, they weren't real.
Mm.
Fucking
Sick.
writing was different.
Where do you think you got them?
Might be like from the book I got from a buddy. He just gave me a book of Pokemon cards, so might have been in that one.
I see. So it's out of a junk pile.
Yeah,
Bin
pretty
there too.
much. My Lego
That's pretty
bin.
cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool that Sean's able to tell which ones are real and which ones are fake.
Oh yeah, he's an appraisal wizard actually. He's actually pretty good at. Like if he worked for PSA, I would not want to get receives like from him. I wouldn't want to get graded by him. He's a fucking Nazi with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's like top right corner is slightly off or whatever. Look at that.
Yeah.
Is that a vape?
Forgot I was muted. It's a baby. It's holding a little baby that's holding up a flower to it.
Oh, a little Groot mushroom.
Yeah.
Aw. I don't know what
It's like
any of
other-
these Magic
other
the
for playing.
Gathering cards are, so I can't be like, oh, that's Snufflegruffalus. Sorry,
Fair.
viewers. There's probably one guy being like, it's fucking just stop.
It's
It's
I
fucking
think that one of,
it's
I
fucking
think,
mushroom cap the
yeah,
dickhead. I don't know.
I think you weren't too far off with the first guess. If I
Snuffleupagus.
remember right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know Hannah? It's I think the name of the one card that the deck is centered around is something like Snufflepoop or something like that.
Oh, yeah, it's like, yeah, because it reminded me of something else.
Lord
What was it?
Farquaad.
Maybe I have it in my history.
It was like Gummy Gummy, wasn't it, or something like that?
I think so, yeah.
I'm so glad I don't play MTG.
It's expensive. My sister's husband bought like a $900 deck. It's a good deck, but
What the
a
fuck?
lot of money.
$900 for just like a
Yeah.
prefab deck, or like was
Yeah.
it custom?
It was like he like put it all together, but it was based off of a deck that someone recommended, but it was like one of the cards was $130 or something like that. And then some were like 35 cents, but yeah.
God damn. I remember like
But-
was it like Yu-Gi-Oh that had like the blue-eyed dragon or whatever that was worth like a whack ton of money back in the day? I wonder how much a blue-eyed dragon goes for now. That'd be
I saw a golden one on the Facebook Marketplace the other day for gold-plated blue-eyed white dragon for $25, and I was like, that's gotta be fake.
it's 100% fake.
Yeah.
That's when they take
Or
your
just-
wallet at gunpoint too.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, are you making a paper airplane, Hannah? Now chuck it at Martin.
Wake me up. Ow. Good throw.
Nice. Yeah, Cuba hasn't fallen yet. Like I said, again, there's 2 podcasts in a row where Cuba hasn't fallen, but it's whatever.
Going to fall soon?
Yeah, well, they're still having rolling blackouts. Like, I think like the whole country pretty much is now out of energy. Their tourism is pretty much fallen apart. They're pretty isolated right now, so I don't know. I don't know. It was weird because like I asked ChatGPT. I was like, "How close do you think Cuba is to falling?" And they didn't give me a good answer or answer that I liked. It was like short term, next to 2 years, unlikely to fall. I'm like, how the fuck? Didn't Trump last week say like, I might have what did he say? The honor of taking Cuba. Yeah, I might just take it, or whatever. Just outright said it. So I mean, he's. I don't know. The way he's been going lately, it doesn't seem like he's lying about that. But I don't know. Apparently, there's a lot of stuff happening in Iran. Like, the states are running out of munitions for a lot of their systems. Same with Israel. And Iran's still hitting really important targets. Strait of Hormuz is still closed. Trump's having a hissy fit with that. So the interesting part about that is like he like asked the world, like basically NATO, and NATO was like, "Fuck you! No, we're not. We're not helping you. Are you crazy? Like, you did this on your own. You didn't even consult NATO, basically. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's
I
like
remember that.
nuts." But anyway, I did want to say, like, most of the Middle East in the area adjacent to Iran is actually in pretty dire situations right now. Most of the Middle East, like Dubai and Qatar and those surrounding nations, they get all of their water, I want to say 90% of their water, from desalination plants. So all Iran would have to do is hit a bunch of desalination plants in each country, and then they would have a massive immigration influx into, you know, Europe and other neighboring countries to get out of that situation essentially. And then basically it's unlivable there. It's like this. I don't think people realize how dire the situation over in the Middle East is right now. Like Iran is actually fighting back hard, and they have the capability to do so. So I think if they get drastic and dire enough, they may start hitting desalination plants. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, you said desalination plants in Iran or whereabouts?
Well, there's desalination plants all over the Middle East. So like Qatar, UAE, you know, Bahrain. A lot of those countries don't have basic local water or fresh water because it's desert and it's surrounded by ocean, all salt water, right? So not a lot of aquifers and that kind of thing in those areas. So most of their water is basically produced by desalinating water from the ocean. So taking the salt out of it and then purifying it enough times so you can drink it, right? So there's massive desalination plants in all of those countries. All Iran has to do is put like a 30,000 Shahed drone or $30,000 Shahed drone into, you know, one of those desalination plants and hit it where it hurts, and then that's a massive problem for whatever nation's government and people, right? Like water is super important.
Yeah, no, this is the one thing that's the most essential. Can't go without water. Can't go without. You can go without gas, maybe food for a while, but not water.
Yep. So it's a pretty scary situation in terms of the West's capabilities. I'm getting a little nervous now. Did you see Trump's like he's asking Congress for like something like another $20 billion or $200 million to keep this war going, basically, because like he's running out of cash quick too. Because when you think about it, it takes a lot of money to fire one Patriot missile. Doesn't take a lot of money to produce a Shahed drone. Like $30,000.
Takes like, what was that, $1.3 million for a Patriot missile?
Way more. I don't know exactly, but I want to say $6 to $7 million for each one. Maybe even 11 million actually. Now that I think about it.
Let's see. You're right. $4 to $7 million per shot.
Yeah.
And that's U.S.
Yeah.
Insane.
Compared to $30,000 drone that they can produce in a week. It's made of wood.
Yeah, no kidding.
Fucking nuts. Yep, pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. I really hope that, you know, this war does end soon because it's getting pretty scary now. Like, I don't know. I don't know why Trump thought this was going to be a good idea. Clearly, he's got a lot of people that are not telling him the truth right now. That seems to be, yeah, you know.
That's the problem. It's like, it's the emperor's new clothes situation.
Right, yeah, for sure.
You can't, yeah, when you don't let people say no to you, you get people not saying no to you.
Right. And lying to you for things that are really important.
Yeah.
It's like the Nazis in the last, like, 48 hours of the war before Hitler killed himself. They were like, no, everything's good. It's all good. Don't worry about those looming artillery shells that are dropping 30 kilometers away from Berlin. We're good. Don't worry. I can't remember if he was in Berlin. I can't remember where he died. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like 40, like literally up to the end. All of his generals and advisors were like lying straight through their teeth to him. Don't worry. Everything's good. It's like, that's what's happening right now. Yeah. Well,
crazy times. Every podcast we do, it gets crazier and crazier.
I know. I didn't expect that when we started this back in August. that
No kidding. Good timing.
there's so much fucking shit going on in the world since, even August. It's nuts. It's nuts. Anyway, guys, we have hit an hour. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to follow us, and please do, we are on YouTube, Spotify, and Patreon. We also have an Instagram account at Mind Harbor Pod or Mind Harbor Podcast, whichever one. We do have links in the description and on our channel, so go check it out. We'll probably go do me and Martin the Patreon maybe half an hour right after this, yeah. So go check us out there. And do you guys have anything you want to say?
Don't
Stay
think
safe
so.
out there. Stay warm. Let's hope spring brings happier times. Less war, peace, and love.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, hey.
Thank you guys for watching. Good job.
Thank you.
Bye. See you next week.
Got the extra view.
Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. I fucking left Discord.
Yeah, I was like, what?